Dave McCrossen, Usdaw, supporting the composite on sectorial collective bargaining. Concres, over the last 40 years or so, we've seen a massive drop in the number of people covered by collective bargaining. And as a direct result, we have seen an increase in the evil that is poverty pay. We need to see the reach of collective bargaining extended so that it covers every worker. We need collective bargaining broadened so that it covers every workplace in a particular sector. But most importantly, we also need to make it easier for unions to gain access to a workforce, because it's only in this way that workers can make a real and informed choice about the sense in joining a trade union. Trade unions should have a legal right to access workplaces to speak to staff, and working people should have a right to hear what we have to say. This isn't a question of forcing people to join, but giving them the opportunity to have an open and honest conversation. So we also need to make it easier for unions to become the recognised trade union in a workplace. The current rules requiring unions to have 10% membership before lodging a claim for statutory recognition makes it too difficult, far too difficult for working people to get a truly independent voice. We need those thresholds to be reviewed and substantially reduced. We want workers to have a real choice over being represented by a trade union in their workplace. So Usdaw believes that these thresholds to trigger a ballot should be reduced to 2% of the workforce, or a minimum of 500 members in a bigger workplace. Those lower thresholds would give more workers a real choice through a ballot on whether a union has to be recognised in their workplace. And trade unions or employers have no reason to be fearful of having recognition with a trade union. Good employers know that where we're recognised, where we negotiate, pay is better, health and safety regulations are more substantive, and the employees feel part of something. It's only bad employers who want to pay minimum wages, who want to have a disregard for health and safety in the workplace, and to make sure that their staff feel exploitable. And if you don't like it, there's a door and you can leave. That's why so many companies are trying to keep trade unions from their door. So this composite motion rightly calls for sector-wide collective bargaining. At the same time, if this is to work, workers need to be in a union and well organised. Trade unions need access to that workplace so workers can decide for themselves about their recognition and about their right to a voice. And the need for statutory recognition thresholds to be reduced so more workers can have a choice through a ballot on whether they want to have a trade union recognised in their workplace. Please support the composite.
Thank you, Dave. Call PCS.